I found a mermaid in the black market. His body is broken, shaped like withered leaves, selling oneself. There are many people coming and going on the black market. No one stopped for this unsightly mermaid. I walked up to his stall to buy. How much money do you need? The mermaid lowered her eyelids. No money, we need a lot of love. This is not my first time on the black market. It's not the first time I've seen that mermaid in an inconspicuous corner. The head is buried very low. From the moment I stepped in here, he will raise his head. My gaze kept following me, to be honest. I don't think I have much charm, can make him notice me in 3. It doesn't seem like a soft-hearted person either. So many times, I finally walked up to him. I didn't expect him to immediately lower his head. Grasp your palm tightly. Very nervous. He used to be mediocre and unremarkable from afar. Even his body is covered in gray. We're getting closer now, but I found it beneath the dust. Fair and transparent skin, scales shimmering like seawater. They are also clamoring to break through the cover-up of mediocrity. It's just that the ears of the bait are broken and not very aesthetically pleasing. This is an S-level mermaid. It's a defective product. Defective products are worthless, but I just happened to move in. Next to it is a vast sea. I don't mind keeping a mermaid to spend my long and boring time. Considered his value in his heart, I asked how much it costs. The mermaid lifted its face. I just noticed that he has a pair of beautiful deep blue eyes. He spoke, and I'm used to bargaining based on facts. Ear shattered. Defective products have scars on their bodies. Not qualified as an ornamental item. The most important thing is, I picked up a strand of silver hair from him. Calmly conclude that you are already very old. The person blushed to the ear. I feel somewhat ashamed. He clenched his hands tighter, speaking a bit stuttered. Don't pay. I'll put down his long hair. He mustered up the courage to stare at me. I want a lot of love. I brought him back home. This continent, all 4 sides are sea. I live in the north of the central and northern regions. Very few people come here. But this sea area is very lively, especially at night. Every time I refine magic stones until late at night, you can see the curious eyes of the creatures in the open sea through the mainland's ground window. They are very interested in the shimmering magic stones, so I hung many magic stones of different shapes in front of the window. When blown by the evening breeze, those marine creatures will get excited and play around. Even worse, push some shells, corals, and the like under the eaves and give them to me. It's clearly something called an object, but it's unbelievable to be pure and kind. I'm taking people home. He has always been quiet and obedient until I threw him directly into the sea. He poked his head out of the sea, feeling puzzled. Hunting and killing mermaids, sell items with good appearance to magicians as decorations, dismantle useful things from someone with poor appearance. Used to refine magic stones or potions, the road to release is not feasible because one day, they will be caught again. The humans on this continent have become obsessed with hunting and killing mermaids. I said lightly, let's go play. This sea is your backyard. No one will come here. No one can come here either, because no one on this continent is stronger than me. This area belongs to me. I am very happy about returning to the sea, but he always dares not swim too far, always within reach of my gaze. Occasionally, I get tired from practicing medicine, activity shoulders. You can see him silently watching me. When it's not raining, I always keep the window open. The ventilation is very comfortable. The sound of waves seems to be addictive. The waves in the bamboo sea are too strong. There will also be 1 or 2 crabs or shells thrown in. These little things are not afraid. It's like entering one's own backyard. Curiously examining every decoration in the room, I crouched down and the little crab bared its teeth and claws, drawing pliers at me. I touched its pliers with my fingers. It seems to be stunned. I never thought I would really touch it. It didn't make me laugh. Throw it back into the sea. The ultimate destination of mermaids is the ocean, but the mermaid I kept in my fantasy has no sense of security. It usually plays with fish and shrimp, but after I finish my work, I will swim to the eaves. Staring at me eagerly, I am sitting by the window, raising an eyebrow. I want to sleep indoors. The mermaid blushed and nodded. I'll pull it up. He also really likes my philosopher's stone. He kept looking up at the window with sparkling eyes. I yawned and went back to my room to sleep. They must not know. These tiny things are the most precious things on the entire continent, especially the ones I refine. Valuable but not marketable, difficult to find in the world. Gradually, mermaids are no longer as restrained as before, not wandering around, where my gaze is urgent. Sometimes I can't see him even after being busy for a long time. I'm worried he won't be able to find his way home, so I hung a string of wind chimes under the eaves. It's made from dead shellfish. Magic potion was sprinkled on it. The sea breeze can make a crisp sound as soon as it blows. Mermaid has excellent ear strength. He will search for the sound and go home when he hears it. Indeed, it's not time for us to rest yet. Upon hearing the buzzing sound, they began to swim back and forth. The magic potion I've been working on for a long time is finally finished today. Let the person start applying medicine to their headphones and wound as soon as they get ashore. I don't like to turn on the lights normally. The light from the philosopher's stone is enough, but applying medicine is a delicate task, so I turned on the warm light. This is very powerful, after all. It can be a bit troublesome to regenerate something that has been ruined. I applied the medicine carefully. Growing more meat can cause some itching, but he doesn't look like an itchy face with red ears, even covered in powder. The tail is also trembling slightly. Are those all your friends? He reacted very well to my sudden speech, but when I came back to my senses, I saw a few marine creatures peeking out of the sea outside the window. Instantly embarrassed, he lowered his head. I even saw a sea turtle lying by the window, strive to elongate the neck. This scene is really funny. These friends are quite loyal, as if afraid that I might harm him. I think so, that's it. They're worried that I might harm you. No, it's not. Mermaid responds immediately. I'm afraid I might misunderstand. Then he whispered, they're all envious of me. I envy being able to get close to you. Somewhat unexpected, after all, the world dominated by humans, these marine creatures are so weak. After realizing that humans are not good to them, generally speaking, one should stay away with respect. The skill of changing dressing, just casually reminding your friends. Don't trust humans too much. Although no one has come to this sea area, but there's no guarantee that they won't swim far away. The sound of mermaids is getting quieter and quieter. I feel like I'm going to bury myself in the soil next. They think you're different from other humans. On a rainy day, a crow knocked on my door. It doesn't look very smart, flapping wings stuttering. Tell me the 7th Magician Conference is about to start. I don't mind breaking into small animals here, but if it brings any notification, I don't like it. I asked him if I had ever said that I wouldn't have any more problems. The little crow nodded. I lifted my arms. Have I ever said that? Don't disturb me with anyone or anything. The little crow touched its head, nodding. I laughed and asked him, do you knowingly commit this? Who doesn't know about this continent? My temper stinks terrifyingly. This messenger is either inexperienced or inexperienced, either don't believe in evil. Who knew that the crow kept shaking its head? He talked a lot of nonsense. The meaning is that there are no crows taking on this task. He can't get anything else, so he came with a hard head. I sneered, go reply. I will not participate in such activities again. Participate and win first place, skyrocketing value, then honor, money, and power. So many things, go round and begin again. People are good at creating a person who can rival the gods. Once again, the newcomer defeated him, create new deities. I am well aware of this principle. For so many years, countless people have spared no effort to defeat me. Countless money, the right of no one to compete, even the ultimate magic that has already been mastered. But in my already unparalleled ability, why do I care about these things? Power, money. Rather than giving me, it's better to say you're holding me hostage. As for honor, I looked at a seed on the windowsill. This was accidentally left by the crow. What kind of flowers and plants did you come across, and bring this seed to me? I planted the seeds while thinking about honor. This is what I have been seeking for my entire life, since I can remember. I told myself to become the most powerful magician on this continent. It's a peerless ride, it's beyond reach. He is truly the most powerful wizard who stands firm, and for this ideal, I have been working hard. But it has truly reached. I don't understand amidst the cheers of people. I don't understand amidst people's praise, in the admiring gazes of people. Only I have a bewildered expression on my face. I have received the highest honor, but what's next? The moment I have obtained. It's just this moment. This is a lifelong ideal, died on the spot amidst the cheers of millions of people. At that moment, I suddenly realized that I seemed to be missing something. I started searching, walking around the entire continent, like a zombie, finally arrived here. The end of the entire continent. I didn't find any answers. The rain is getting heavier. That day, I planted a tree, no deliberate watering, not showing concern for it. I even forgot about its existence.